black screen, faint wind howling, then a crackling 1944 radio transmission whispers, "This is General Patton, 4th Armored moving 50,000 men east across the Rhine tonight." But cut immediately to a moonlit French barn where 23-year-old art student Bill Blass, yes, the future fashion icon, is on his knees inflating a 90-pound rubber Sherman tank with a bicycle pump, while nearby sound engineer Hilton Howell records fake Caterpillar tracks grinding over gravel on a custom turntable, rigged with speakers that can blast convincing battle noise 15 miles away. This is the Ghost Army, officially the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, a top-secret U.S. Army unit of exactly 1,100 men. Painters, sculptors, actors, radio technicians, and set designers recruited straight out of New York and Philadelphia art schools in early 1944 because the Allied High Command realized that after D-Day, the Germans still had 20 seasoned divisions waiting along the Siegfried Line. And the only way to avoid another bloodbath like the Hurtgen Forest was to trick Hitler into looking the wrong way. So the idea was born in the smoke-filled London offices of the secretive Operations Research Group, led by Colonel Billy Harris and British illusion expert Lieutenant Colonel Dudley Clark, who had already fooled Rommel in North Africa with dummy tanks made of canvas and stovepipe. And they pitched it to General Omar Bradley as sonic deception plus visual spoofing equals saved lives. And Eisenhower approved it on the spot with the code name Operation Fortitude North, later expanded to every front. The mission was simple yet insane. Impersonate entire Army Corps, up to 30,000 real soldiers, using only props, scripts, and performance so convincingly that German reconnaissance planes, spies in cafes, and radio intercept stations would report massive troop movements that didn't exist, freeing the real Allied divisions to punch through elsewhere. Here's exactly how they did it, step by step, so any beginner can follow. First, the Visual Deception Company, part of the 603rd Engineer Camouflage Battalion, would arrive at a fake staging area at dusk, unload truckloads of inflatable decoys, tanks that folded into duffel bags, artillery pieces made of rubber and air, even blow up landing craft, then stake them out in precise formation, mimicking a real armored division's footprint, complete with painted tread marks in the mud made by dragging wooden planks. Second, the Sonic Deception Company, 3,132nd Signal Service Company, rolled in with half-track trucks carrying wire recorders and 500-pound amplifiers to loop 30-minute tapes of idling engines clanking tracks and shouted orders recorded at Fort Knox, projecting the soundtrack up to 15 miles, so German listening posts heard an entire panzer division warming up. Third, the Signal Company Special sent fake radio traffic using spoof radio nets. Actors imitating gruff colonels barking coordinates, while Morse code operators tapped out phantom orders, all scripted to match the real division they were copying. Right down to the commander's nickname and favorite curse word. Fourth, the 406th Combat Engineers dressed as military police set up road signs pointing to non-existent camps, chalked unit insignia on jeeps, and even hung the laundry on clotheslines with stenciled divisional patches. So Luftwaffe photo recon planes flying at 20,000 feet saw a living, breathing army. And finally, small teams of actors, some Broadway veterans, hit local bars in borrowed uniforms, got strategically drunk, and accidentally bragged about their fake unit's next move, knowing the barmaid was a German spy. Their greatest hit was Operation Elephant in March 1945. For 9 days, they impersonated the entire 4th Armored Division, plus 2 infantry divisions along a 20-mile stretch of the Rhine, convincing German intelligence that Patton was about to cross at Bedemburg when the real Third Army was already 50 miles south. The payoff: German High Command diverted 2 full divisions to defend the Ghost Front. The real Third Army crossed the Rhine at Oppenheim with almost no resistance. And historians now estimate the Ghost Army saved between 15,000 and 30,000 Allied lives across 21 operations from Normandy to the Elbe. The men couldn't tell anyone, not their wives, not their kids, because the unit stayed classified until 1996. They went home, became famous painters like Ellsworth Kelly, photographers like Art Kane, even a Michelin star chef, but carried the secret for 50 years until Congress finally awarded them the Congressional Gold Medal in 2023. And on this 85th anniversary of VZ Day in 2025, the last surviving member, 98-year-old Seymour Nussenbaum, still keeps a deflated rubber tank in his attic and says, "We fooled Hitler with hot air and a little paint. Best art project I ever had."